For the past 2 weeks.
For the past 2 weeks.
For the past 2 weeks.
You have been reading about the bad break I got.
Yet today, I consider myself.
I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
I've been in ballparks for 17 years, and I've never received anything but
kindness and encouragement from you fans.
When you look around, wouldn't you consider it privilege to associate yourself with such a fine-looking man as is standing in uniform in this ballpark today?
Look at this grand man. Which of you wouldn't consider it the highlight of his career just to associate with them for even one day?
Sure, I'm lucky.
Who wouldn't consider it an honor to have known Jacob Rupert?
Also, the builder of baseball's greatest empire, Ed Barrow.
To have spent 6 years with that wonderful little fellow, Miller Huggins.
Then to have spent the next 9 years with that outstanding leader.
That smart student of psychology. The best manager in baseball today.
The best manager in baseball today.
Joe McCarthy.
Sure, I'm lucky.
When the New York Giants, a team you would give your right arm to beat and vice versa, sends you a gift, that's something.
When everybody down to the groundskeepers and those boys in the white coats remember you with trophies.
Remember you with trophies? That's something.
When you have a wonderful mother-in-law
who takes sides with you and squabbles with her own daughter, that's something.
When you have a father and a mother who work all their lives so you can have an education.
And build your body.
It's a blessing.
When you have a wife who has been a tower of strength.
When you have a wife who has been a tower of strength and shown more courage than you dreamed existed. That's the finest I know.
So I close in saying that I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for.
That I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Major League Baseball is partnering with 4 leading ALS organizations to raise awareness. The ALS Association, the ALS Therapy Development Institute, the Muscular Dystrophy Association, and Project ALS. MLB has donated $300,000 to these organizations to help fight the disease. At this time, we ask you to please direct your attention to the area behind home plate as we welcome some very special guests and their families to Yankee Stadium. Jillian Goldsmith. Her father, Michael Goldsmith, was diagnosed with ALS in 2006 and made it his personal mission to have Major League Baseball recognize ALS league-wide in support of finding a cure. He saw his vision come to fruition on July 4th, 2009, as he was recognized at Yankee Stadium for his work and was given the honor of throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. Michael passed away from ALS later that year. Today, we recognize Michael Goldsmith and his family for all that he did to help find a cure for ALS. Kevin Brown Thompson. Kevin is a 4-time martial arts champion, a 10th-degree black belt, and in 1989 was inducted into the Black Belt Hall of Fame. Kevin is an ALS patient, and through the ALS Association Greater New York chapter, he is a strong advocate for bringing awareness to this disease and spoke in front of Congress regarding this back in May. Even though he has ALS, Kevin exercises every day because the training helps keep his mind stay focused. And United States Navy Lieutenant Commander Matthew Bellina, a New Jersey native and a 2005 graduate of Virginia Tech. He was commissioned in the Navy and went through flight training to become a naval aviator. He served in Operation Enduring Freedom prior to being diagnosed with ALS in April of this year. While he is no longer able to fly naval aircraft, Matthew continues to serve in the United States Navy. and here on behalf of the Yankees to help welcome them to Yankee Stadium and to lend support to their fight against ALS is Yankees manager number 28, Joe Girardi.
Unforgettable. That's what you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have one more Yankee Stadium ovation. Jillian, Kevin, and Matt. If you would like to make a donation towards ALS research, please visit the specially dedicated site on mlbcommunity.org. And fans, the Yankees at Major League Baseball encourage you to use the hashtag Gehrig75 on social media to commemorate Major League Baseball's recognition of this historic anniversary.